Hey friends, on today's quick video, we're going to be taking a look at this TopMake scale. It includes body fat measurements, and it's also a smart scale, meaning you can download an app and make sure all of your data is syncing over so you have some really good graphs and measurements to look at over time. Now again, you can see all of the functionality here. It's got fast measuring process. It's got an in-depth body report, and you're able to share that with your healthcare provider. You also get data comparison, like I said, those graphs and a curve record, as well as a history comparison report. Inside the box, we're going to find some batteries. We have a little tape measure where you can actually measure areas of your body for inches. We've got some instructions, and we have the main unit here. You can see we have these little silver sensors. That's where you're going to be placing your feet, so it can take accurate measurements. And then on the back here is where we're going to find our battery compartment down at the bottom. So I'm just going to pull this open. You can see we have the 3 battery slots. I'll stick those in there and close things up. Okay, when I turn it over, you can see we can get a little display up on the top here. Now, again, you can see the Bluetooth is also flashing, which means it wants to connect to the app on your phone. The other thing to look at is this is in kilograms, so we need to change that for us here in the US to pounds. And the way to do that is to actually flip it over, and then right over here, there's a little unit button. We can just push that. Now, as you can see, that changed things over to pounds. Now, the other thing I'm noticing, this is kind of interesting, I'm holding it above the table. If I set it down on the table, we actually get a reading already. So again, I'll have to see if I can zero things out for that specific measurement. Okay, now I did set it on the ground and actually stood on it, and it zeroed things out. So this should be ready for us to use. I'm gonna go ahead and stand on this just for our first trial with my socks on. Now again, if we want that body fat measurement, this isn't what we're gonna need to do. I am fully clothed, and so we're gonna be reading roughly 3 to 5 pounds higher than normal. You can see we get a nice accurate measurement. It'll hold for us as we step off. Now, in order to get some of the additional measurements, we're gonna have to download the app and load it onto our phone. Let's go ahead and do that really quick using this QR code. Okay, so in the App Store, you're gonna find this is where the QR code takes you. Now, I'm on an iPhone. It's gonna look a little bit different if you're using an Android device. Let's go ahead and get this app downloaded to our iPhone. Okay, now this is gonna have you create an account. And again, be careful with all of these apps. Obviously, I am using this for the first time. I can't verify it, but it is in the App Store. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and log in using a new account, and we'll get things set up. Okay, the next thing the app is gonna do is have you connect with your Bluetooth. It just wants you to enable your Bluetooth options with this app. That is the way that the scale communicates with your phone, so all the data can sync over. And then you have to select your device. I've got the Intelligent Human Scale. And as you can see, as long as I have my phone nearby the device, it's already discovered that specific one. So I can click on that. And then we need to keep it as close as possible while it pairs. And the bond was successful. Let's go ahead and experience it now. Okay, so the first thing we can do is actually click the measure weight button. Let's click on that. And then we're gonna go ahead and step onto the scale. Okay, as you can see, it is gathering that information. I'm also doing this barefoot, so it's able to get a few other additional pieces of health data, including my heart rate. Okay, and as you can see, we've got a measurement result. Now, I'm slightly high. I'm definitely a little bit overweight for my specific measurements, but we can actually look down and now get a general idea of what our specific measurements are. And there's all sorts of ones here to look through. So again, definitely a good amount of data here for us to process through. There you go, friends. I probably would get some different measurements without all of my extra clothes on. I've got sweatshirt on, I've got jeans on. So that may really affect the type of readings that we're gonna get. But on first impressions, this thing looks like it's giving us some really great data. If you're interested in checking this out for yourself, you can find it right here on Amazon. We'll put some links in the description box below. And then stay tuned because we'll make a ton of these little videos checking out different products in the tech world that make life a little bit easier, give you good data. So stay tuned. We've got a bunch more videos coming out. Those will be released soon. We'll see you again on the next one.